the United States, United Kingdom, Egypt, France, and Saudi Arabia, among other countries, rescued diplomats and citizens in Sudan on Saturday, 22, and this Sunday, 23, as fighting between the country's two military factions unfolded. The conflict enters into its second week with more than 420 people dead and 3,700 injured, according to the World Health Organization. After the American operation, which removed nearly 100 people, Washington suspended its embassy. This tragic violence in Sudan has already claimed the lives of hundreds of innocent civilians, U.S. President Joe Biden said on social media. It is unscrupulous and must stop. Washington's initiative was followed by an operation by the United Kingdom, which, this Sunday, 23, removed diplomatic officials and their families. We continue to pursue all avenues to end the bloodshed in the country and ensure the safety of the Britons who remain there, UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said in a tweet. The current clashes are the result of disagreements between former allies Fattah al-Burhan, the Sudanese leader, and Hemedti, as the head of the paramilitary group RSF is known. Together, in 2019, they overthrew the 30-year dictatorship of Omar al-Bashir and, following a coup in 2021, took over the leadership of the council that oversaw the transition to civilian rule. The idea of merging the RSF with the army, however, generated disagreements that ultimately plunged Sudan into chaos. Clashes are mostly in the capital Khartoum, one of Africa's largest urban areas, and in the Darfur region to the west, where a 2003 war killed 300,000 people and displaced another 2.7 million. France has also rescued about 100 people, including the European Union delegation in Khartoum and citizens of other nationalities, and another plane with the same capacity is due to leave there later on Sunday. According to the Sudanese army, a Frenchman was injured after the rescue convoy was hit by RSF, which, in turn, attributed the injury to official forces. If confirmed, this would not be the only case of its kind. A shot wounded a member of the Egypt mission, who urged its citizens outside Khartoum to go to consulates in the north, and those in the capital to remain at home. Home until the situation improves. The country said a meticulous, safe, and orderly rescue was needed for its 10,000 citizens in Sudan to get home. The Sudanese army also accused the RSF of attacking and looting a Qatari convoy heading to the city of Port Sudan, but Doha has not released any statement about any incident. On Saturday, Saudi Arabia rescued 91 Saudis and 66 foreign nationals via a ship that crossed the Red Sea. South Korea, Jordan, Turkey, India, Tunisia, and Japan, among other nations, also tried to facilitate rescues or send aircraft for operations on Sunday. Moscow's ambassador in Khartoum told Russian state media that 140 of the country's roughly 300 citizens in Sudan had expressed a desire to leave. Rescue plans have been made, he said, but it is not yet possible to implement them because the exit paths would cross battle lines. Italy said about 140 citizens of the country would be evacuated on Sunday night, along with 60 people from Switzerland, the Vatican, and other European countries. Germany, on the other hand, said that a first military plane landed in Khartoum to transport about 200 citizens, in an operation that should take time. Seeing the foreigners leaving makes me feel bad because I realize that the operations of some of these groups have been facilitated by the army and the RSF, while we continue to be hit, he told Reuters news agency Al-Sadiq Al-Fadi. On Sunday, he was able to leave his home for the first time since the fighting broke out and now plans to head to Egypt. For researcher Hamid Jalafallah, asking for humanitarian corridors to transport foreigners without at the same time asking for an end to the war would be terrible. International actors will carry less weight when they leave the country. Do what you can to get out safely, but don't leave the Sudanese behind unprotected.